woke up an hour ago and I'm still pretty groggy. But when I woke up, I was greeted by this new poster for Jurassic World that was released for the San Diego Comic Con and tweeted by Colin Trevorrow. And I noticed a couple of things in the background, things that might interest some Jurassic Park fans. So let's take a closer look and see if you agree, if you find it interesting. Okay, so the first thing I noticed is this, which obviously looks like an Enginecopter. There's a picture for comparison. Yeah, it looks pretty much identical to what we see in the Lost World. And coupled with this picture of an engine car and this picture of the Enginecopter taken by Real Tours Hawaii, um, it's pretty much a given that Engine's back in a big way. So that might be a plus for some, maybe a little bit of a letdown for people wanting Patel Corp to take center stage. But yeah, let's move on. Okay, let's quickly take a look at this Velociraptor. As you can tell, it looks a lot more like a Jurassic Park Velociraptor than a Lost World or Jurassic Park 3 Raptor. It certainly does not look like this, and not like this either. It does, however, look a lot like the animatronic we saw last week, I think. Here's a picture just so you can compare. You have that yellow eye, you have that greenish skin, the dark around the eye socket. It looks like a match. So, and I'm happy with that design. I think the color scheme is very classic. It looks great. So if that's the Raptor we're getting, I'm quite happy. It looks like the old school Raptors, but it has an updated color scheme. So yeah, I'm happy with that, definitely. Okay, now we're gonna take a closer look right behind the Raptor. You can see a tall building that looks like a hotel. I would say it's a hotel. I don't know what else it could be. And then underneath it, you can see the monorail track going from the hotel and then out beyond what we can see. So yeah, we saw the monorail in the expo pictures, in one expo picture. So yeah, that's a given, and hopefully we'll see some hotel scenes, just like in the original book. I believe that's where the raptors were attacking, and the characters were stuck inside, and one of the raptors goes through what was it, some sort of crevice, or they rip the bars open and they eat Wu. That's a great scene. If we see that in the movie, that would be awesome. Okay, let's move on to what is happening in the scene. There's one more building I want to talk about, and it's very obvious which one that one is, but that's the last thing I want to talk about because it's kind of a big thing. Let's talk about what's going on in the scene, particularly the raptor with her nest. So, it is the old explorer. It's in the jungle, far away from what looks to be the main park. I think some of the theories that some people have had about the park, the old park being in the northern section, blocked off by that huge wall, is correct. And they also theorize that there are dinosaurs there that they couldn't capture or that survived the bombarding or whatever happened after the first movie, that there's some dinosaurs roaming free in the northern section of Isla Nublar. And this is a huge clue. It's a huge piece of evidence that you can use to justify that theory. I'm now thinking that holds some water. I originally did not think that any of the dinosaurs survived. Then again, this could be a new Velociraptor that managed to escape. Who knows? But yeah, there's that. It looks to be that there's at least a herd, a pack of raptors living out there somewhere in the island and reproducing. So, there's that. So maybe that theory about the dinosaurs roaming free past the wall are correct after all. Okay, let's move on to the last thing I want to talk about. Okay, I saved the best for last because this is this is kind of a big thing, at least in my opinion. I believe that this structure here, this conical building off to the left, is our first look at the visitor center for Jurassic World. Um, Here, let me post a picture of the map again. There you go. And as you can tell, it does look like that building next to the T-Rex paddock, the one that, it's the visitor center. It has that sort of flower shape. So yeah, I think that's our first look at the visitor center. There's not much to go on. We don't even know what color it is, but it definitely looks a lot different than the concept art, which I think is a very good thing. I did not like that concept art. It looked way, way, way too futuristic. This does as well, but I think it looks a little better, a little more grounded in reality, as it were. Yeah, that's about it. We got our first look at what I think is the visitor center. It matches up quite well. We got a look at the raptors in their natural habitat, and we got some clues as to what the story and the plot is going to be about. So yeah, that was a great way. That was a great thing to wake up to. This new Comic-Con Jurassic World poster. Well, that's about it for today. Subscribe, like this video, and comment down below, and I'll see you next time.